Hey, we just went to see The Last Witch Hunter, in which a cop, played by Vin Diesel is a secret agent. Vin Diesel plays the President of the United States, sent to take down a network of environmental activists, fighting the commies, who are portrayed as witches in this film, who are portrayed as raving lunatics. It's a Cold War parable.
Hey, we went to see The Last Witch Hunter. This is a movie that I recommend you see on video.
I mean, it has some virtues. I would say that the special effects are really nice. They're very well done. It looks pretty good. It's a good looking film. The cinematography is pretty solid.
The plot doesn't really bear discussing because it did not hold up under any kind of analysis at all. But the movie was fun, so as long as you're willing to look past a kind of plot for a big sci-fi, fantasy, witchy movie, great.
The complaints that the witch has at the very beginning of the film are not necessarily bad complaints. That they're ruining the nature, they're building a bunch of things in stone, and humans live in their own filth. Which is, you know, at least at the time, which was back in the Middle Ages, I think, it was kind of probably true. You know, so there was sort of, this is the anti-environmental message of the movie.
Yes, this movie definitely convinces you that plants are evil because all witches are surrounded by plants. And while all witches are not evil, plants clearly are. Eat them.
You know, one of my big complaints about the movie, and a lot of films that deal with magic, what they do is they establish clear rules. They say, well, magic works in this case, magic doesn't work in this case, and so that's how we're going to fight it. In this movie, they fail to do that. I think anytime you have a movie that's about magic, and the special effects make the magic look so incredibly impressive that it's hard to imagine that the heroes could win. How do you defeat a foe that can do anything? And so I kind of felt like, huh? Why did they win? Yes, ma'am, you in the back.
He threw a sword at her!
Thank you very much.
The CGI was really well done. It didn't look fake, it looked good, and it was kind of like, are those real butterflies? I think they are, but they can't be because they're acting on cue.
You ever seen that film of the Hindenburg catching fire and then crashing into the ground and how spectacular that was? This movie is very much like that. It's entertaining, but it's not a good thing.
What I really liked was they used an effect on the witches kind of similar to like a red eye effect where you could see the back of the eye like reflecting back at the camera, which was a really neat real life effect that was just very simple and very well done, and I really appreciated that.
I'm slamming the film, and I don't mean to say that I hated the film. It was plenty diverting. I don't hate the experience that I had, but I didn't.
Except for the end song.
You ever heard that song by the Talking Heads called "Coming Up Flowers"? That would have been a better song to end this movie with than "Painted Black" by the
Rolling Phones. Whoever you've gone to see the movie with is a huge Rolling Stones fan,
or a Rolling Phones fan,
like to watch them suffer.
A Strolling Phones fan.
Then stay through the singing.
Actually, it would be the roaming.
Watch them moan.
It'd be the roaming phones.